I've lowered my mask in order to speak clearly as we're outdoors and social distancing with more than 6 feet apart. It is sad that we have to implement a flag raising in this manner, but we need to set an example for following the guidelines set down for us and to keep our community safe and healthy. As we all know, our world has undergone a drastic change, and the change has a direct impact on our community. There are many of us who have compromised immune systems or other physical issues that deem us at risk. I heard from a few people who said we don't need a flag raising. To them, I say to the contrary. Those who are at risk are staying at home in their homes for their own safety and communities are mostly doing so alone. And for them, raising the flag is a symbolic hug from the community that stands solidly behind them. The original plan set down by the LGBTQ Resource Center and myself were for a Friends of Dorothy march from the casino to the library, followed by the flag raising and the art out exhibit in conjunction with the street fair in the library parking lot and booths. But thanks to COVID-19, that has been canceled for 2020. I'd first like to introduce Susan Gore from the LGBTQ Resource Center and ask her to give us all some words of encouragement.
Hi, I'm Susan Gore, and I'm president of the board of the LGBTQ Resource Center of the Gulfport Library. Flags are signals. A checkered flag signals the end of a race. The stars and stripes signal 50 states that come together as a nation. And the flag we're about to raise signals the diversity of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community in all of our diversity, as well as our shared humanity. And what better place to raise that signal than at the Gulfport Library, the only public library in the state of Florida with an LGBTQ resource center where you can find more than 7,000 resources, books and programs and other ways to learn about the diversity and the community that we share today. Thank you for your support. Happy Pride Month.
I would like to introduce our state representative, Webb, who's done so much for our community and continues to fight for us at the state level. She's been working hard to assist those with serious issues with unemployment system, the Pinellas Cares Juvenile Welfare Board, and so many more. Jennifer?
Thank you. And Paul, thank you for pronouncing my name Jennifer. My grandmother is the only person it was the person dearest and closest to me who would take off the ER and add an A.
She's from Boston?
No, she's from New Orleans. We have similar lexicons, and just to prove that we're all family. I'm honored to be here today, and it's very somber looking out on the green with where there's normally, scores of people gathered to raise the flag, and just seeing, my colleagues here beside me and the staff of the city here beside me. But I was thinking, while it feels more somber and more staid, it also feels right that our community is taking this crisis seriously, because the LGBT community knows what it's like to go through a pandemic that kills people and for reasons that are unknown. And it was during this first pandemic, the HIV crisis, that I was growing up and losing my mentors in the community, and our community was full of fear, and our community came together and really showed up. When gay men were dying in their beds, lesbians across the country were taking nursing classes and tending to them in their final moments when doctors wouldn't see people in our community. And I'm really brought back to our history during this month, and of just our capacity to show up for one another, and of the lessons subsequently that we have learned on how to best show up for each other. And so we've expanded that. We've expanded beyond just identity politics to be a more inclusive rainbow flag, to include our transgender brothers and sisters and to really hold them tight during times like this, to make sure that those in our community of color who are also part of the LGBTQ plus community are embraced and brought to the center of the boat and protected during times of crisis because they are particularly vulnerable, and how we offset any one issue in order to show up for for all of the colors in our flag, for all of those in our community. And so I would also be remiss if I did not say that this is a somber day because of what has happened to a community member up in, well, to Larry Kramer, and his death and his activism during the HIV crisis earlier, and that they're our most vulnerable people in our community today, are those that stood on the forefront and that, you know, really pressed for equality back when I was not even born yet, not even in diapers. I wasn't even born yet. People were fighting so that I could stand here as the first LGBT, first out lesbian elected to higher office in Florida. And these are our senior members of our community, and they're particularly vulnerable. And so I love that everyone is rallying around and taking this seriously and making sure that we're wearing our masks and celebrating appropriately. And so I want to encourage everyone, because community is so important, especially here in our wacky Gulfport, to stay tuned to Facebook and social media for different online Pride events like our dance and music party and other Pride events coming to you into your home from our community here at Gulfport and spreading out into the broader Pinellas County community. We really know how to do community well here, so well that I've had other people reach out about the COVID-19 mask art project and other projects that we do. And it gives me a sense of pride, not only in LGBTQ plus community, but in our entire community here in Gulfport. I'm happy to be here with you today and happy to be here for the raising of the flag. Thank you so much.
One thing that we're planning on doing, we're trying to do, is everybody in the city of Gulfport, where there's so many people that are creative, whatever they would like to do, whether a medium they'd like to do to create something that signifies Pride Month and put it in their windows, put it in their doors, even if it means, like me, who was less creative, hanging a flag out front for the trans flag and the Pride flag and the U.S. flag. And I encourage everybody to do that. Get on the Facebook page, which I think it's called Pride at Home and Pride in Place. Sorry, Pride in Place on Facebook, and you'll be able to post pictures. If you want to post your address for people to drive by, that's up to you as well. But it was so nice to have Jennifer Webb here representing us for the state, for the Senate, and the House of Representatives, and Susan Gore from the LGBTQ Resource Center. Appreciate both of them to come out. You know, when you view this video, I hope it instills into you some warmth and some peace of mind and the knowledge that we are Gulfport, and in Gulfport we're stronger as a whole, even if we've decided to stay at home. And know that we're all together and we love you all. Go in peace and stay well.